Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Shimmy Bar Life. I hope you're doing well. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for being a great supporter during this time. It gives me great pleasure to do these videos for you just to keep you moving, and I especially love all the positive comments that I'm getting back. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much, and I hope that you are getting some sort of benefit out of these videos. As I said before, Pilates is hard, but if you continue on being consistent, it would definitely pay off for you in the long run. Stronger core, nice strong posture, nice lean muscles. Not only that, you'll get stronger as well. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. As you can see here, I have an exercise ball. If you have one of these at home, please pause me, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, that's okay. You could do without it, but in the future it's kind of nice to have. It's great for exercise, and it's also great for stretches as well. So as I produce more videos, I will be using more of this exercise ball. It's probably one of my favorite props from all the props, this one and also the small ball. So if you have it, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, that's okay, because I'll be teaching you two ways how to do the exercise with or without the exercise ball. For now, I'm going to go ahead and put it aside. So excuse me while I go off shot for a little bit. And we're going to begin with our stretches. We're going to go ahead in a child's pose. Again, be very mindful. Tuck it in, lift up the heart, shoulders down away from your ears. And of course, as a reminder, I am outside. Yesterday we had a really good rainy day, so the birds are really active this morning, and that's what you hear in the background. So big toes together, knees apart. Sit back into a child's pose and just breathe. Really elongate that spine, sit that tailbone back, and just breathe here. A few more breaths. And go ahead and roll it up and come into a tabletop. Again, be mindful of your alignment. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, engage that core. Cat-cow. So inhale for the cow, exhale for the cat. Tuck it all in, nice little stretch there. Do this a couple more times. One more time. And hold it here. We're going to go into a downward dog. So go ahead, prepare, tuck in those toes. Inhale to prepare, exhale up. And really stretch it out. Bring up that tailbone, engage that core. As I said before, notice how my heels don't touch the floor. I'm not that flexible in this particular stretch, but that's okay, because I'm still getting the benefits of the stretch. From right here, your right leg is going to go straight up. Nice and long. Then we're going to go ahead and pull it through right into a pigeon. And we want to stay here for a few breaths. Really stretch out that hip flexor. Few more breaths. Go ahead and come out of it. Back to that downward dog. Stretch it out. Left leg goes up. And right through, right into the pigeon. And just breathe. If you need to stay in this position for a little longer, you're more than welcome to do so. Remember, this is a video. You can always pause me, rewind back, and come back and join us. And then go ahead, come out of it, back to that downward dog. Stretch it out nice and long. Bring your heels down. And big toes together, knees apart, back into that child's pose. Go ahead and needle through one arm underneath the other as you rest your forehead on the mat. Stretch out those shoulders. And other side. Come back home to that child's pose. Then go ahead and release and roll it up. From right here, I want your knees together. So you're almost like in a prayer pose, prayer position. Go ahead and tuck it in. Spread your wings. We're going to get ready to do the spinal twist. Inhale as you turn, and exhale very slowly back home. Inhale. Of course, with this one, you take your time. Please don't rush this one. We move with each breath. Make sure your hands are spread, like when eagles soar. Do it again. Feel that nice twist to the spinal. And the moment you feel that pressure in the middle of your back, that's your thoracic. That's when you stop. And last time to this side. Slowly release. Interlace your hands behind you on an inhale. Exhale, look up to the sky. Ooh, heard a little popping going on here and there. Do it again. Inhale. And one last time. Inhale. And slowly release. So for today, it's going to be a little bit of a change. We're going to add a little cardio for today. Again, there's the way that I'm going to do it. It's also the modified version, so you can take your pick. We're going to go ahead and do some burpees, but the Pilates version. So the only difference is instead of jumping up and going to a plank, we're going to take our time. The only time you're going to jump back, but it's totally up to you, is when you go to a plank. So I'm going to show you the first version of what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and stand. So you're going to be in the front of your mat. I'm pretty tall, so my head may be cut off. So we stand right here. This is option one. When you roll yourself down, and you're right here, you could extend, come into a plank, come back, and roll yourself up. So you can see my legs did not make it quite to the top of the mat. So your goal is to make it to the top of the mat. I struggle with that one a little bit, but that's why I do this practice, to better myself at these particular exercises. The other version is when you roll down, and you're here, and you jump back, and you jump forward, and roll yourself up. So you have two options. You can step back, step forward, and roll up, or you could jump back, jump forward, and roll up. We're gonna do 6 of those today, just to kind of get the body ready. It's a great little cardio to begin our practice. Again, choose your practice, choose the one you want. There is no right way, there is no wrong way. There is the perfect way for your body. So choose the perfect one. And let's begin. We do 6 in a row. Take your time. And roll it up slowly. 1. 2. 3. 3 more. You got this. 4. 5, last one. Ooh, and that is 6. How'd you do? Ooh, little cardio there. Good for the heart. So your heart rate should be a little higher. You should be breathing like me right now. If you're outside, yes, grab that towel. However, we're not done yet. There's more to this sequence. Now we're gonna go and do Spider-Mans. They look very similar to mountain climbing. I'm gonna do the first one. We're gonna roll down. You could hop. So we're gonna start on a plank. Right leg goes up, tap. Left leg, tap. You got this? We're gonna do it. We're gonna start with the right leg first. Tap and tap. And then we take a little break on the plank and then reverse it with the left leg. Tap and tap. But we have to start standing up. Again, take your time. You don't have to do the full 8. You can do 4 and 4. Inhale, exhale. Please don't hold your breath. Let's begin. Inhale, prepare, exhale down. Hop back. Spider-Mans for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Watch that posture. Opposite leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Hold this plank. Hop up. Oops. Woo. That one took that last breath out of me. How'd you do? Good job. Take a little breather. Oops. Got some grass on my mat. Take a little breather. You should feel really good. Breathing nice and strong. You're supposed to. Feel that heart rate. Yes. One thing I also suggest, if you are taking my videos, if you have a patio like me, or if it's really pretty outside, do it outside. Ooh, that sweat, pores opening up. It actually feels really good. It's like hot yoga. So how are you doing? So we have one more sequence, one more. So for this one, we're gonna start once again up. We're gonna roll ourselves down. Again, you can hop back or step back. Hop. But this is gonna go both legs. Plank. Both legs. And plank. Did you see that? Oops. Oops, excuse me 1 second. So for that one, I use both legs as I walk to the right, and I use both legs as I walk to the left. You can, however, hop. The reason why I'm not hopping, concrete, no good for my toes. But if if you have sneakers on, you could hop, plank, hop, plank. Choose the one that's best for you. We're only doing 4, starting with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, plank, and then to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back home. Ready? We start off standing up. So we start up, catch your breath. This is the last of the sequence. Roll it down, hop back, right, plank, left, plank, right, plank, left, plank, hold it here, adjust yourself, left side, up, plank. You got this. This is 3. This is 4. But hold this plank. Hold it right here for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big toes together. Knees apart, child's pose. Good job. catch your breath. Catch your breath. Roll it up. How'd you do? That was a good one. Now, notice how we took our time rolling up, rolling down. You had options. You could walk or you could hop. That's the beauty of Pilates. Choose the one that's best for you. If you walk today with the two legs, next time hop. But be mindful, like as I said earlier, I have the concrete, so it's not that good for my toes. So I decided to skip that. However, notice how I'm breathing. I'm breathing a little deeper because it's working. So catch your breath. If you have that ball, go ahead and put it close to you because we're going to use it pretty soon. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a drink of a little water and we're going to meet right back at the mat. So excuse me. And today I have oranges and strawberries infused water. Good old vitamin C. We're going to go lay on our backs as we catch our breath. Perfect. Okay. So of course, you engage your core, imprint your lower back to the mat. Make sure that your shoulders and your hips are even weight. Extend those arms. You know me, these abs roll-ups. If you're one of my regulars, this movement is a staple for me. Either I do it at the beginning, the middle, or the end, but I never do a class without this movement. We're doing 6 today. And we inhale up and exhale down. And control, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. Nice and strong. And one more time. And slowly release. Ooh, so we're waking up our abs. We're telling our abs, wake up. It's a beautiful morning. I'm going to go ahead and grab my ball. Again, if you don't have a ball, that is fine. You could do without the ball. However, as I said earlier, it's a great little investment because you could use it a lot for a lot of good stretches, a lot of inversion, which in my next videos we'll go ahead and do, but not on this one. It's a great tool. It also challenges you as far as the exercise goes. So for this particular exercise, the ball's gonna go by your feet if you have the ball. If you don't have the ball, what you could do is use a towel, because what we're going to do is we're going to interchange from the ball from our feet to our hands back to our feet. So anything that you could grab will work just fine. So if you have a towel, go ahead and grab a towel. So I call this exercise it looks like an open and closed book, and I want to do the first one to show you. So we get on our backs. Again, engage that core. Extend our arms. So when you lift, really engage that core on the inhale. You're going to lift. Notice my shoulder blades are off the mat. You're going to grab this ball and slowly go back to your starting pose. Plants in the way. And then you're going to come back and lift. Inhale. And exhale. Notice how I did that. My legs were extended. My feet were pointed. When I lifted my arms and my legs at the same time. Using my core, I exchanged the ball or the towel and I came back at the same time using my core. So if you're using your arms first and then your legs, that's incorrect. However, the only time I let that one slide, if this is your first time and you're really having a hard time doing it together, then yes, I would say go ahead and do your arms first and then your legs, arms down, and then legs down. However, your goal is to do them at the same time. We're gonna do 8. And just to let you know that one interchange from your feet to your arm, to your arms, to your feet, that's counted as 1. Oh yes, you're gonna feel this one. Let's get started. So we take our time. Don't speed through this one. And we begin up. That's 1. 2. 4 more. 'Last one right here. Woo! Yeah, take a little breather. If you have that ball, put your feet on the ball. If you don't, extend your feet. How'd you do? That's a good one. If this is your first time doing that one, you're going to feel it. Again, if you don't have the ball, that's fine. You could do it without the ball. Just stretch it out and come back down. But I prefer you use a towel or something to grab and interchange. Woo, stretch it out. Good job. So we do 8 of those. Once again, if you have that ball, keep your feet on the ball. If you don't, this is where you're going to go ahead and bend your knees because we're going to do a pelvic raise. Just to stretch it out. Even weight. Inhale, exhale up, and just stretch it out right here. You could also use a chair to do this one. If you don't have a ball, go ahead and pause me and grab a chair or an ottoman or something kind of low where you could lift yourself up. For this particular stretch and exercise, you could definitely use a chair for that one. So I'm going to go back to it. Again, engage that core. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, up. And then down. And then one more time, up. We're going to keep it here for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do those hip dips. We're going to go down and up, down and up. Good job. That's 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and slowly release. You can go ahead and bring your knees to your chest, rock yourself back and forth. Good job. But we're not done yet with this sequence or the ball. Again, you don't have to use the ball. So for this one, notice my legs. One leg is underneath, the other one is on top. If you don't have a ball, again, you could use a towel, anything to go in between your ankles. So for this one, I do like to put my hands underneath my lower back for support. Shoulders are stable. You're going to lift with your core. You're going to go down and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, you switch your legs. See what I did? And we go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Use that core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. So now my legs are up. Keep them up. Now you're going to go down and up for 8. Hover the mat. 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1, and slowly release. Ooh, good job. But we have one more sequence with this ball. Now, a couple of videos ago, I showed you guys the jackknife. If this is your first time watching this video, I highly recommend you go back and find that video where it says intro to jackknife. I would not do this one first time today. Not a good idea. Excuse me. So we're gonna do only 4 jackknives with the ball. But for this one, with the jackknife, again, be very careful. If you have not done the jackknives before, please go watch that first video. Again, the ball is optional. You don't have to use the ball. It's a little different with the ball. So we begin. Find a good spot. You're sitting nice and tall. So when you go back, up, and roll yourself back for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo! That was a good one. Okay, I'm done with you now. That was a good one. How did you do? So if you've been doing jackknives with me for a while, you will notice that when you use the ball, it's a whole different ball game. No pun intended. The ball just challenges us because now you're gripping. You're gripping on an object. So when you grip the ball, you're using your inner thighs to grip the ball. When we use the bands, which we've done in the previous videos, we use the outer thighs depending on which exercise we're doing. So again, good tool to have, little investment if you to have one. I'm going to set it aside. But back to those jackknives. This time we're going to do those jackknives, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging. I'm going to move my mat closer to you so I won't hit the flower pots. So I taught you the jackknife. I'm sitting down. This time we're going to start the jackknife laying down. Very challenging for this one. So you've been with me for a while and you know how to do the jackknives and you feel comfortable doing the jackknives, start this one. So you start laying down. What I don't want you to do is hold on to the mat. Please don't do that. I want you to really use your core to lift yourself back up. So now it's a little different ball game. I want to do the first one. So you start inhale. And you come back down. Everybody see that? So when you're laying down, now it's a little bit more difficult because you want to use momentum. You want to use more than your core. You want to start using your shoulders. You want to grab onto the mat. Please don't do that. Give me only 4. That was just the first one, so that one doesn't count. I'm going to do 4 in a row. See how you feel at first. Take your time. We go down. We prepare. That was my little preparedness wave. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3, woo, and 4. Good job. How'd you do? That was a little bit more difficult. You really want to use that momentum to jump back. Gotta use that core. Everyone struggles. The more you do that one, you will get stronger. But now we're entering the best part. We're entering cool down. So right here, I just want you to lay down. Put all your weight on the mat and just breathe. Take a few moments, catch your breath. We're going to go to our bellies now. It's really humid out here, you guys. So I'm going to go to my belly, and do some swan. So we've been going up, so now we're going to do the opposite. So right here, my hands are to the side, my forehead's to the mat. My feet about hip width apart. As I inhale, I come up. And exhale down very slowly. Take your time with a stretch. This is now between you and your body, so take your time. Everyone's flexibility is different. I love to do this one and stay here for a couple breaths. And slowly release. Don't forget to engage that core. If your lower back is hurting, where's your core? Do one last one right here. Really engage that core, protect that lower back. And slowly release. If you can, from right here, inhale up and release. Up. And one last time. And slowly release. Go ahead and roll yourself up. Come into a kneeling pose. We want to inhale up. As we exhale, I want to turn and look to the right, over my right shoulder, nice and tall. Take a breather. You did really good. Inhale up and exhale the other side. Inhale up. And one last time, big toes together, knees apart. Give me a nice child's pose. And roll it up. Woo. So, got a nice little sweat here going on. Seriously, I do encourage you to do this outside. Good old vitamin D. It's about 7:30 in the morning as I'm recording this. So I'm not sure what time you guys do this, in early morning, in the afternoon, evening. Honestly, it doesn't matter what time you do it, as long as you take 30 minutes for yourself and continue on with this practice. That's what I really appreciate. Again, we did use the prop, we used the ball, we have the foam roller, we have weights, we have the small ball, and we have towels. If you don't have any of the props, that's okay, because you can still do it without the props. You can always use a chair. I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, stay healthy, stay safe. Until the next video, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.